Splashing YouTube, this is Podcast 101. In the last episode of welcome back to Lucid9 Blind. Sorry. In the last episode, I was getting way too ahead of myself. Anyways, we had just seen a politician who told us about a speech for Career Day. We're in Career Day, and Yama doesn't know what he wants to be. He's talked to writers, he's talked to doctors, he's talked to soldiers. One moment he actually is referring to jumping, and even teachers. But none of them tickle his fancy. But apparently, this politician has shown some good genuineness. Apparently, this guy isn't corrupt, as Yama has said. He doesn't seem like he doesn't seem corrupted like most politicians I see, or more evil. Sorry. Anyways, guys, we're gonna continue on. If you guys please like these, if you guys are so excited for these videos, they are always recorded Monday and Wednesday, and uploaded Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I always record on 11 and 12, so you guys will be expecting them probably 1 or 2, maybe 12. I don't know. It depends on how long. Sometimes I even do it at 10, 30 at the most. Sometimes even earlier than 10. Anyways, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to my channel, hi. Welcome to Lucid9. And you should really look at the video. There will be a playlist in the description. You should really check it. It will be in the description down below, with also other updates of other playthroughs I do. I do Pokemon Hearthstone. I know it's a little late for me to do that, but I'm just doing it just for those because there's some people who just skip ahead in my videos. And I want you guys to know, I like you to see my series of I don't want you to see all of them, but if you want to catch up on Lucid9 and know what you're doing so you don't get spoiler territory, watch this. You want to watch the playlist. Anyways, enough further ado, let's continue. Furthermore, he made a good speech. He came across intelligent, but genuine. Two major opposites of politics. Yeah, he's right. I'm sorry, guys. This is the reason why I didn't vote for Trump or Hillary. I know I brought controversy, but I'm being serious. I never voted. Reason why I didn't vote, I'm just not a voter. To me, I have this saying that I've heard one of my friends' parents say, yeah, I'll vote for someone. Tell me someone who doesn't lie. This guy apparently hasn't lied, so I'd vote for him. I wish to see you guys. Anyways, maybe I'll vote in his re-election. Maybe. Hello, stranger. Oh. Huh? Oh, it's Miki. Please don't tell me that's is that a Goodbye Kitty outfit? Cause that's funny. Hey, Mickey. I wrote, please stop in my tracks, finally taking in what she's wearing. Oh, you're dressed up. Which is putting it lightly. She strapped a kimono that ripples around her figure like water. Hair and set with minimalist ribbon and crystal pin. She could own the red carpet, or a throne, even, with that outfit. Pretty, my mind supplies unhelpfully. I quickly grin at the part of my mind to dust. That's all you have to say? Well, what were you expecting? Poetry? Oh dear, you liken yourself to starlight, eyes that the moon and mouth like the purest golden flame the sun did see. She probably slaps me on the head. Very funny, Shakespeare the Second. Finally, I am impressed. Your resuscitation was pretty decent. I feel like she's insulting me, but she genuinely seems shocked. So what brings you here? Do you want to become a model? What? Oh, no. Oh, no need to be embarrassed. Male models are hardly anything new. However, they tend to be physically fit. If you happen to have a six-pack, I'll pretend I heard none of that. What makes you think I would ever want to be a model? I'm sorry, I don't think Yama looks like a model. I've seen his character design. It doesn't look like a model. He has like glasses. Like me. Anyways. You're standing on my company's booth. We are a modeling company. Surprised I cast a glance behind her. Sure enough, a large banner displays Lotus Modeling above a tent with striking photo spreads. Hence the Komodo, I assume. You assume correctly. So where's Rui? I haven't seen her all day. For a moment when... really? That's funny. She attends the school, right? What? Of course she does. So, you've seen her today? Well, yeah. You didn't tell her about me. You tell her about me? Oh, social drama. I missed you. Not. Oh, can I word this delicately? Or better yet, avoid it completely? You should probably be getting back to your job. I have my eye on you, Yama. Do you really think I can't tell that you're lying when you're lying? I believe in my ability to run away. Always the same, I see. I've made a mental note to harass you about it later. Until then, Yanma. Or did I say Yanma? Jeez. I'm thinking about Pokemon now. Anyways, she floats back to her booth, greeting any curious glances that with an effortless smile. A model. Her job is modeling? Modeling. Somehow, I find that a little underwhelming. I almost expect her to be involved in something drastic like Secret Service or the film industry. Or even the Olympics. But modeling? Where you pose and change and smile for hours and hours? I know some people who can do that, but they have different jobs, aspects. Anyways, adventurous, stubborn Mickey. It doesn't seem to fit her. Wow, you sound like my character I wrote in my book. He apparently likes judging books by their cover and likes to make people think that they must look the way they act, or act the way they look. So, like, if you were a tan skin, pretty face, let's just say, like, you were a pretty face, he would expect you to be, and you were blind, he would expect you to be an idiot. It wasn't that he was like that, but, like, he goes insane in the story, because it's about mind powers, and what do you do when you have mind powers? Craziness. Insanity. Anyways, it goes with the mind. It fits. Anyways, whatever. I guess it's none of my business anyway. It's time to see Mr. Ryota. Alright. This time, he opens the door as soon as I knock. I must have caught him at a good time. Welcome, Ishimoto! We've been expecting you. He cackles maniacally, taps his fingertips together. You should have turned in your chair while stroking a cat. Bah! Everyone's a critic. Everyone be the critic. I'm sorry. I was trying to do my Squidward impersonation. It sucks. Anyways. Would you have rather been left standing out? Would you have rather it's been left standing outside in the cold? Outside? I'd be in the hallway. You seem awfully eager to prove your mentor wrong, boy. Oh, whether I prove it or not, it's still wrong, right? Ah, yes. But that would never fly in a court of law, see? Imagine it. I declare the defendant guilty because of the metaphysical standpoint. It is true, even if we have no epistemological link to knowing so. I just lost you. I get that a lot. Go ahead and take a seat. We've got more important things to discuss, no? Presently, I slide into the nearest couch. I've always seen Mr. Ryota as an intelligent man, even if I laid back, but I never actually, not understood him. I wonder how much brain mass he's hiding behind the cheery facade. That's a good question. What's he hiding? What are you hiding, Mr. Ryota? Or Ryota? So, the transfer student, Misaki Kazahaya. I hope you don't mind. I did a little lookup on her. You can do that? Oh, there's no explicit rule saying I can't use the confidential databases. I'm pretty sure that there is. Nope. I may be faculty, but I'm not a teacher. It's only stated that teachers have to request the special permission. I checked the loopholes. Something feels wrong about this. What did you find out? Well, if I tell you, there's a solid breach of confidentiality. I don't want to go to jail yet. The food's too good here. Sarita, I really worry about you sometimes. And this is me talking. I like the scared you. Anyways. So instead, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter, Yama. How did you two meet? And you mentioned that she left. Yeah. So we're getting backstory. Good. I close my eyes, telling the ever-constant hum on the air conditioner calm my nerves. Then I start talking. It's practically subconscious, with my mouth defaultly repeats the train of thoughts running through my mind. Everything is calm, clear, slow. Therapy. Something that I've gotten used to over the years. So I easily turn my brain to the topic of interest. Misaki Kazahaya. I met her when I was young. Not too young. A baby still forming through the patterns and ideas of the world, but youth enough to be highly impressionable. It had been on a day when I thought nothing could make me smile. Not the vibrant lanterns strewn between the roofs of the multicolored booths, not the festival rhythm of the taiko drummers urging on the parade of the light-bearing dancers, not the stands in which a variety of nutritionally questionable foods were being served. Not even Rui, who dragged me out of the house despite my best efforts to stay miserable. It was only around an hour into the festival, but I was ready to go. But Rui went to the bathroom. I seriously considered ditching her and going back to my room. Apparently, I was scowling deeply at that. I didn't know it until a passing girl suddenly stopped in front of me. Annoying girl. Oh, the annoying girl. Does your face always look like that? Well, I think this might be younger Mika. Okay. That's the case, okay. To say the least, that didn't help my foul mood. I glared up at her. She was pretty. Well, that was the first thought in my mind. The distinctive spark of appreciation whenever a guy sees a pretty girl, no matter how much he wants to feel otherwise. Her hair was braided back into an elegant half updo. Light ebony curls framing her porcelain face. Big eyes, long eyelashes, pointed chin. She sounds like a doll. Jeez, you're making it sound like she's a doll, dude. Anyways, the kind of traditional beauty you might see in a kimono commercial. Of course, the first spark of interest was immediately overridden by the indigenous that only an 8-year-old boy could feel. What are you looking at? Don't be so grumpy. You should be celebrating. She didn't know anything, of course. Not until a few months later. Festivals are stupid. They are not. Why? There isn't even any reason for celebrating. To celebrate. The girl's face twisted into something resembling anger. It looked strange on her face, like a guinea pig, attempting to seem menacing. You don't even know what the festival's about, do you? Well, of course I didn't. But I wasn't about to admit that. Of course I do! Oh yeah? What's it about? Well, you make lanterns. Uh-huh, and... I fisted my hands at her condescending tone. You write wishes on them and stuff. Wrong. Am not. Yeah, you are. You don't write wishes. You write what you want to tell dead people. Oh, that sounds something you would say as a kid. I mean, then again, Japan is one of those countries that respect the dead and their culture and their relatives, which I have full respect for. But coming from an American perspective, that's kind of weird. Anyways, nonetheless, ridiculous. I should have said, why would I even talk to a dead person? But I didn't mock it. I couldn't mock it. Dead people? Yep. I can write a message to Auntie on this lantern, and she'd see it. How do you know that? Haven't you ever heard the story? No, I hadn't. But my 8-year-old pride prevented me from saying that, of course. Thankfully, the girl took my silence as a confusion. Well, once upon a time, there was a princess. Was she pretty? Yeah. Good singing? Yeah. Boring. It is not boring. The indignant anger on her face made me snicker. The first time I'd smiled all day. Yeah? Well, what happens? Does she get in trouble and a charming prince has to save her? Just listen. Look, she's actually a big meanie. A mean princess? That wasn't a fairy tale staple. Oh? Yep. Her bodyguard was in love with her and turned her good again. I felt disappointed. The story had a promising start. Bleh! What did he do? Cast a spell? Give a tune Love's Kiss? Or True Love's Kiss? He died. Oh. Don't look so happy. That time, I broke into Tiny's laugh. But it made her good, right? Well, yeah. She didn't trust anyone before. Thought they were all fake and stuff. It seemed that she was glaring at me at that point of the story. But before I could open my mouth, she already continued. Let's continue. Anyway, a bodyguard sacrificing himself to save her life. To the heavens were super duper impressed and put him in the stars. Aren't stars really hot? That sounds like a bad thing. Childish indignation flickered across her face. They made him into a constellation. You poop. You poop. I say that more often. You poop. It's blah. Blah times infinity. Blah times infinity plus. Anyway, the princess realized how beautiful love really is. Because he died? I'm sorry, I have to agree with this. I don't know why, I just do. She saw how much he loved her. So she decided to be a better person and trust people again. This had nothing to do with the writing messages. on the dead of lanterns. I repeatedly was losing interest. Let me guess, she lived happily ever after. Well, no. The bodyguard died, remember? I like this bodyguard. Jeez, she glared at me, but somehow I felt less severe than before. It felt. She wrote her promise on her lantern to send it up to the sky so he could see it, because he was a constellation, remember? Now I realize that I could have said a lot of things. That's stupid. He's dead. What could he do about it? That wasn't on my mind at the time. Everyone turns into a bunch of stars when they die? I think. You think or you know? It's a good question. If they did something super duper impressive that the heavens, I guess. I smiled at that. My eyes scoured at the streets, landing on the simple booth. A handful of other kids were gathered around a short portable table, sprawling on lanterns with calligraphy pens clamped in fisted hands. Let's go! But I already made a lantern. Write another one, another dead person. This was overwhelming display to a tactic and political correctness. I raced towards the table and snatched a lantern from a smiling adult and plopped down with my pen at the ready. Who are you writing to? None of your beeswax. I like this kid. I like Kiriyama, I don't know why. I began to scowl. I began to scrawl characters on my lantern. The girl hovers over my shoulder, squinting judiciously at my jagged brush streaks. Why is your handwriting so messy? Wait, you know what? I'm giving them the same voice. I don't know why. It's not messy. I can't even read it. There we go. That sounds better. I whipped around, narrowing my eyes accusingly at her own lantern. Well, yours... I searched for a fault, but not only was her lantern... I don't know why, guys. I'm sorry. I was... If you guys are wondering about my neck, just to let you guys know, I shaved not too long ago, or shaved a day ago, and it's still bothering me, so I have some redness. Don't mind me when I'm doing that. Anyways, I searched for a fault, but none. Not only was her lantern graced with perfect calligraphy, it also proudly bore a few elegant cherry blossoms. Well, yours looks girly. She raised a single eyebrow. It was a remarkably sophisticating expression for a 9-year-old girl to make. I am a girl. There was nothing much to say to that. Yama! Where have you been? It was Rui, who materialized out of thin air. I hadn't even noticed the rapid pitter-patter on her footsteps. Sorry, Rui. Jeez. Could have told me. You were in the bathroom. Clearly displaying that her head turns her back on me and smiles at the other girl. Thanks for taking care of him. Surprisingly, the girl smiled back, easy as you please. Well, weren't they getting along just fine? Why did they have to give me such a hard time? Maybe it was a girl thing. I'm Rui. I'm Misaki. You gonna make a lantern? Yep. How do you make those flowers? They're really pretty. I can show you. Just like that, the two of them were friends. It took a little longer to warm me up, but whatever the two of them set their minds to, they accomplished. They had always been that way, so fiery, so capable, so lovely. Two playful angels who, for some reason unfathomable to mankind, saw fit to hang around a bucket of depressing sludge like me. Oh, come on. Yama, you're so depressed, dude. I've been told this is a depressing game by some of my friends. Anyways. Why do you think that about yourself? Miss Ryota's voice seems to come through the far in the distance, faint but recognizable. Distracted. You know me. I'm not useful, or popular, or particularly intelligent. That's not true. Silence follows this statement, and we continue. Our families were close. Misaki's father would always throw these get-togethers at their house over the weekends, or during the special occasions. I remember him being really overwhelming at first. He was a lot like Misaki, only bigger and louder. I rarely saw Misaki's mother. At times I did see her, she was pretty distant. Besides that, I really don't remember how much about her. At first, we were inseparable, Misaki and us. And then, her father just had lost his job, and we started seeing less of her. Eventually, they just left. No warning whatsoever. Even our parents tried to get in contact. No luck. It had been as if the Kazahes had been disappeared off the face of the planet. That must have been a really hard blow. Who says that it had been? Honestly, I don't remember much of what had followed. It all passed in a haze. Essentially, I felt abandoned. I had this idea of everyone close to me would leave me. I don't think I could even cry. I only felt empty inside. That's depressing, my friend. But Rui says that it really was a terrible time. She says that I didn't eat, didn't sleep, didn't even play any games with her. She says that I looked like a ghost. Heck, practically became one. I don't remember it, but she says that one day. What the heck? Emma, what's wrong? I saw some cup. That's what I saw. No, sorry. That's it. Stop story over. Are you sure? You do realize that the entire point of therapy is to share your sob stories. It's not a burden. It's not a burden, Yama. I'm glad to hear you out. I feel tired. I think I'll have to stop here. It's mainly an excuse, and a very effective one for the therapist. Miss Ryota immediately nods in understanding. Thanks for confiding in me. Just know that what you felt was completely valid. I'm sorry, but you had that trauma. It's fine. I got over it. I'd like to go now, if that's okay. If you're sure. Is there anything I can do for you? I'm okay. Sure you don't want a lollipop? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but thanks. Have a good day, Yama. But at least take this prescription. Prescription? Seriously? And I actually look at it. Bucket of ice cream. To be eaten guilt-free. I think that's gonna be it in this video, guys. I'm sorry. Wait, actually, no. No, I'm still good. I don't know why I always do that. I don't know why. Anyways. Oh. As far as the administration knows, that is totally a legitimate treatment. Ice cream is one of the core groups in the food pyramid, you know. It actually puts a genuine laugh out of me. Thanks, Miss Ryota. And thanks for listening. Anytime. I exit Mr. Ryota's office in a considerably better mood than when I entered. I actually don't feel tired. I feel rejuvenated. It seems like those memories have been weighing on me for a long time. Maybe therapy really will be beneficial. Deciding to take his prescription to heart, I head straight to the downtown shopping area. With my mind cleared, I get to pay a little more attention to the weather. Beautiful, cloudless skies, and the slightest hint of cool breeze. You. Who are you? A girl careens from around the corner and nearly crashes right into me. Her glasses flash dangerously as she tips her newsboy cap over her forehead, studying me with an intensity that could rival an electronic microphone. Me? It's all I can manage to say at the eccentric sight. Yes, you, an idyllic, unlettered civilian. Perfect. Don't know why you would say I'm perfect. I hate that word. Anyways. A hint of a satisfied smile tugs on her lips. For what must be the 100th time? Oh, my battery! Hold on, guys. I promise this won't happen again. It is on. I do it. For what must be the 100th time, I feel a keen sense of impending doom. Respond to my question with either yes or no. Do not deviate. Do not invent. And for the sake of both of our sanity, do not dawdle. I mean, I gotta get a girl voice for this one, actually. Hold on. First, am I correct in assuming that you are an academy student? You must have the wrong person. I've never seen you before. You could judge the purpose behind this encounter without knowing the criteria I have set in my approach. I am not mistaken. You are my target. Doesn't take a genius to sense that this girl means trouble. I decide to confidently ignore her and step around her. She steps with me, blocking my path. Again. Oh, great. I can sense where this is going. As envisaged, subject demonstrates a remarkable inability to utilize basic cognitive functions. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I never hear people say this. I'm baffled right now. I'm sorry. You can tell from my voice, I'm very baffled at this. She knows what these words mean. Talk about uncalled for. Obsessive words, overly complicated language. She clearly has a few screws loose. Maybe I could call the hospital, see if they have a runaway mental patient. I don't think she's mental if she's dressed that way. She'd have crazier hair than this. But she's not wearing a hospital clothing. Look, kid, I don't know what your problem is, but... Kid? Doesn't like cool air. Develops a rather harsh chill. She must be one of those phases. Just another 14-year-old accepting to be treated with the dignity of a grandmother. Albeit a 14-year-old who apparently memorized the dictionary. Yeah, I was that kind of kid. I like this girl. Now that you said that, that probably is cool. That sounds like me. Anyways, there's a lot of me in this. Okay, guys, I'm not trying to say that I'm doing this over me. If anything, that's just funny. Wow, I'm a little ahead. Alright guys, we're gonna have to stop right here. So guys, if you guys would be so kind as to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Please note that I record Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, I record Monday and Wednesday, so that's the best way to get a shout out. And if it's Tuesday or Thursday, that's when I'm recording, so it'll be pre-recorded. Anyways, also before I go, shout out, I forgot to say this in the last episode, but shout outs to Fort Rob for giving me a great support. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you guys can do the same thing in the comment section, because then after that you'll get a shout out both in text and then possibly if I do a video it will be with you in that. Well, not you physically in it, but your name will be in it, as in I will say it. Anyways, nevertheless, guys, like this here person, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. This is Thief Office 101, and I'm bouncing out.